I'm Geovanni, I come from Italy. The company that me and Anna Gesualdi run is named Teatringestazione. We are artists and curators, and we are very focused on community projects and participatory performances. I can say we were focusing a lot on the idea that disappearing is not mainly something bad. It's something really natural. It's connected with the cycle of death and life. You know? For the Greeks, there were two kinds of life: the life zoe and the life bios. The life bios is the one of the single individual, animal, what it is, human being, what it is. The life zoe is the life of the circle of life. We as human beings decided that the life bios was most important than the life zoe. In fact, we wrote the main, the rights of all the human beings. No? For the life of nature, individuals have no importance really. The important thing is that someone disappeared to make something else appear. And actually, here we are, in the place where we are surrounded by graves. So there are three there, you cannot see it, but it's there. Then there are other there and other there. So in a way, disappearance is a presence. The disappeared are more present than, for example, in Italy. In Italy, we don't have this way. Actually, in Italy, this thing would be illegal. We have a place to put the dead, the disappeared, that is normally far from the living. Here is everywhere. And during these days, going around the farms, it was strange. Human beings are quite disappeared. There is no one around. Huge farms with 3, 4, 5 people taking care of it, or less than it. So in a way, there is a nature that here is so big. And human beings, slowly, they are disappearing. Probably to let nature be again, alone. Let's say that when I speak about this, I think that human beings are the ones that said at a certain point no to nature, saying, okay, I am something different, no more imbalance with it. And so nature for me is something that is different than human beings. We were in the mud flat some days ago, and I was wondering, walking in the mud, that when my feet were down under the mud, they were disappeared, practically. But they were there. So disappearing is disappear forever, or being covered by something else. Being absorbed by something else. In these days, a lot of people also spoke to us about foreigners coming from Seoul or from the other parts of Korea to stay here, and their relation with this idea of people coming from outside here in Ganghwa was a bit weird for them. At least this is my impression. I'm here very few times. So, but the question is this: if you don't want to disappear, you need something to replace the disappeared, and you cannot complain about a different way of being, a different way of acting, of thinking. You need to be open to be contaminated. Something of you will disappear at something else will appear. Probably something that can change your life, but I mean, nothing new is always something bad. Life evolves, and at a certain point it ends, and it must end in a way or another. Yeah, it's a bit confused, like always when I speak. I hope it is not too much confused.
No,